Okay, you guys, we are going to go ahead and we're going to do this in a pre-recorded video just because I was getting really distracted the other night and I just want to get this done. So, and show you guys everything that I have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a narrative that I wrote up, and this is the way that I remember things. And I'm going to show you guys documentation as we go. Okay, so Harper called me June 30th at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. She is Central Standard Time. And the phone number she called me from came up as unknown. Usually I wouldn't answer this type of call, but I usually only receive calls at this kind of an hour if it's an emergency. So I answered. And we're going to go over here and we're going to get the share screen. Let me zoom this in a little bit so you guys can see this well. Okay, so now here on the bottom left-hand side, or sorry, bottom right-hand side, you can see there's the call 5:53 a.m. It's for 1 minute, 50 seconds. Then about 10 minutes later at 6:03 a.m., I got another call for 33 minutes and 39 seconds. And you can see all of the rest of the calls that I've received on that day. They were during normal business hours, which to me is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So one is 10:17 a.m. Another is there was two at 2:47. So let's so there's that. And then let's go back over here. So having no contact with Harper since late March or early April, I was taken aback when she called asking for the phone number of anyone in Purple's friend group. Just the day before, I had seen many people commenting in Susan Bennett's chat that they were in contact with Harper. So things didn't add up. More reason to try to get her off my phone, so I gave Harper Purple's phone number. Suspicious of why she would call at such an inappropriate hour for someone's phone number, I texted my friend warning her that Harper was sniffing around again with a bogus story of not having the phone number for anyone associated with Purple's channel. Let me get over here and I'll get you guys the text or message that I sent my friend. Oops, that's the wrong one. Okay, now I've got it. Get back over here. Sorry if it's a lot of in and out. I don't know how to do it the other way. All right, so as you can see here, I got a call. It's up here. June 30th at 5:57 a.m., that's when I contacted my friend. I'm going to show you what this says. Harper just called me. She sounded upset. I don't know why, nor do I want to know whatever she has going on. And then I contacted my friend again on also June 30th, 6:22 a.m., saying she called me back. And then this is later on the same day. It looks like it was around 9. And my friend asked me, why would she call you after all this time? I said, she doesn't have anyone's contact information. Sure, whatever, Harper. I don't want anything to do with whatever they all have going on. What I do know is all involved are known liars. So I guess my question to you is, how interested do I sound in knowing what is going on? Soon after laying down again, to go back to sleep, Harper called again. This time she wanted to chat. She claimed the purpose of her second call was to compliment me on taking my channel in a new direction and stating I seemed happier since changing focus. I wasn't sure of her intent for the phone call. I thanked her politely, asked how she was. This is when she said Frank had assaulted her and held her for 12 hours. She was worried that Purple was using her assault for content again. Not being in contact with Purple myself, there isn't anything I could have done for her aside from listening. Wanting to keep my involvement to a minimum, I helpfully suggested she report the assault to the authorities. Mindful not to ask why she was still in contact with Frank, suggesting she should contact law enforcement is all I could do. She said the incident was too long ago, but she had photos. I suggested taking the photos to law enforcement. I didn't want to know the details. When I hung up with Harper, I texted my friend once more. We're going to go over here and we're going to take a look at, these aren't quite in the order that I wanted them, but you guys will get my. And so here's where I am talking about the phone call. It says the ding dong called me from an unknown number. Now, why would she do that when I expressly told her not to? If it gets back around to you, there is a formal investigation being performed. I have my call with her recorded and will give it to law enforcement. Why would she call to tell me that? I don't even know how we got from my dogs to Frank raping her. Why not her daughter's wedding or the weather? And you can see my friends talking about her being on panel the day before. It would take a little while for me to remember Harper's call would have bypassed safety measures put in place for all of my friends and family members. This is something I have explained to her at least once in the past. She knew she called from an unknown number would result in the call being recorded. Promptly, I contacted Purple and hoped she would pass along a message asking for Harper to call me with instructions about what to do with the recording. Unsure of what to do with the recording, I left it where it was on the off chance I heard something and could come forward with it then. So, and like I said, she called me at 6 a.m., so I wasn't completely awake. I'm not going to think about a recorder being on my phone. I'm going to be listening to what that person is saying who is calling me at 6 a.m. I sure don't remember getting any questions about the call recorder when I spoke to her that morning. And had she reminded me, I can assure you that I would have turned it off. And I also feel like she was more awake than me if she's going through text messages and whatever, looking for a phone number. Now, there was such a fuss about the recording that Tony had, and I didn't want to be dragged any further than I already was because I've been trying to keep a low profile and just focus on my dogs. So I already knew both my friend and I were best served to stay quiet and until we could get a hold of Harper. Well, actually, until I could get a hold of Harper. The kind of assault we're talking about, it's not something to be passed around lightly. And it is and should be a heavy burden to carry. My relative silence on the matter bears this out. This is the meaning of not being fair, of it not being fair of Harper to further burden other survivors with her recounting. And she has been, she's talked to several people, well, many people about this. I heard that she called MZ. Then there is everybody that has all the different recordings. And I think I don't know whose chat or Discord it's in, but there are recordings in Discords. And then, she contacted Purple, she contacted Heidi, she contacted me. And then she's also, I think she texted pictures to many of these people. She texted, I think, a lady named Lori. And, and then she sent a text to Mrs. T. So she's been sending out these pictures and telling this story to a lot of people. And that's just factual. Acting in good faith and believing it very feasible that Frank can have held Harper in his home against her will. And I thought that I could have confidence in that. So I guess taking my relative's silence on the entirety of this topic and all of the recordings and the text messages, ask yourself why Harper has concluded it is my intention to release the recording when I am arguing with Purple about how a recording app functions and my phone's history. Harper, I think that based on the information that I have, I think that you're manipulating Purple again. And we've already been through this when you were going around telling people stuff about Jenna and then telling Mrs. T and Jenna all that stuff. I mean, don't think that people don't remember that you did that stuff. Harper or Purple might have forgotten, but the rest of that and what you did to us in Purple's Discord, we remember what you did. So that's about the end of my narrative. I think I had one more message I wanted to show you guys. Here we go. And then here, because my friend had asked if I recorded all of my messages, all of my calls. I said, no, I don't record all of my calls. Harper's call wasn't supposed to be recorded. I explained to her several times that my phone will record any number that is not whitelisted, as they call it. And then later on, my friend asks about, is Purple was live, and I said yes, that she was. Kind of gave some commentary of my own. And then I think that's about it. Maybe, let me see, let me check. Oh, no. So, and here's another one that I'm going to change to. Sorry, I'm hopping around. And so this one is 317. My friend says, hey, so why did Harper call you? She was on the phone with Purple this morning too. And I said, Harper said that she called me because I am the only phone number she could find. What I don't understand is if she only had my phone number, then how did she contact Purple and Heidi several weeks ago? She is concerned Purple will use her assault for content. For all of her faults, no, I don't think Purple wants this on her channel. Susan sure doesn't want it on her channel. So far, Tony is the only one who wants this on her channel, and you know how Tony is, insisting Purple wants the so-called evidence. I don't think Tony has any recording at all. So, and Harper's been talking about some pretty personal stuff with quite a few people, going into more detail than just the assault. So that's about it. That's the end of my involvement. Let me show you guys one more page. Hold on, let me get to it. And so the first call log, that was the one that Purple deleted from her live stream. And I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on this one. And the phone numbers up here, they are a local telemarketer, so I don't think they matter. But as you can see, all that remains for June 30th is a call for the one that was for 10:18 a.m., 2:47 p.m., and then 2:47 p.m. As you can clearly see, that the recording has been deleted. I will add something else to one of the other facts about this situation. And what that is Google changed their policy for what part of their software could be used for these recorders. And they changed that on May 5th. I did not update my my recorder. I didn't update it timely. So all there was dead air. There wasn't anything to be heard, anything anyway. So to me, this is a big fit about a whole lot of nothing. But it's made it a situation that's big enough that I feel like I need to defend my integrity. And, this is what Purple does when when people leave her channel. She attacks them repeatedly. This is, of all the attacks, this is probably the biggest one of all of the ones that she's laid out on me. So I'm going to marry this up with another recording and, well, another video, and then we're going to call this the end of it. I'm tired of it. I can't do this anymore. And yeah, whatever. These people have problems, and they're bigger problems than mine. Purple, I hope the best for you. And Harper, you need a lot more professional support than what you're getting. And that's really about it. You're not getting the support that you need. And I hope that somehow that can happen. All right, everybody, have a great day. And thank you so much for your time. And we're going to get back to dog stuff, because that's what this is a dog channel. Bye.
A whole hot mess. She needs to be on the hot mess express, and she's sloppy about things. All right, so let me present this to y'all. All right, so here is where the phone number was above these dates and times. So see, I mean, this one, it says it took up 110.4 KB. So if we scroll down, these are the three she says Harper called her from. 263.2 KB. I think that's kilobots, right? No. Here, this one's only 20.1. This one's 26.8. So you tell me what 263 what? 263. That seems like an awful lot. I mean, I don't know about all that business, but yeah. Oh, she's the part that got chopped out when I zoomed in is this part. The top number says it was 2 minutes and 49 seconds. The second one was 13 seconds, and the third one was 17 seconds. And then the first call duration was 1 minute and 11 seconds. And the second call, this was to the number that she didn't cover up, was 27 seconds. And that was all on, let's see, these are the 30th. That's the first. And then that one, it does not say. And then the one here at the very, very bottom right here, this Thursday one, it was 31.1. And then the little voice thingy's covering up the duration. But yeah, I blanked out here and here, and it's the same number. I don't know whose number it is, but it's somebody's number. So, but you know, on these three calls, because she said Harp called her at 6 o'clock in the morning. There's no time on those, like there is. Oh, I guess there is. There is 2:47. That's not 6 o'clock in the morning. Another one at 2:47, and one at 10:17. So where's your 6 o'clock in the morning one at? Unseen 714. No, it's a 7740. Hey, psychosocial hun, how are you? So, unseen. Now you're doxing phone numbers, I see. First of all, she has me blocked, so I couldn't even go over there and talk. However, you know, she was saying that when you block somebody, their comments don't show up or anything like that, and that's not true. They can still comment. It's just you, person that's blocked, can't see them, but everybody else can still see them. Good morning, Lacey. So yeah, she was saying that the reason why she didn't see a comment is because they have one of them are blocked. But that's not true. And you know why it's not true?
because when she did her live, Harper was there and she was reading Harper's comments. So now if somebody's blocked, you wouldn't have been able to see her comments, Glass House, in your chat. So you kind of just fucked yourself right there, girlfriend. If either one of you had each other blocked, you wouldn't see their comments, but you were reading her comments and answering her while you were live. So, nice try, girl. Nice try. Say though, and I'm pretty sure I probably still got the message, and I will look here in a minute, but Glass House texted me one day and she said that if I ever needed help with making documents for proof, let her know, because she knew how to do it and do it real good. So with that being said, her little whatever yesterday, screenshots, whatever documents she thinks she might have. Well, here we go. Let me back and see. And I told her, no, thank you.
This is Purple letting all her sheep know that she has to search through thousands of emails to find proof to clear Karen's name. Then she says it wasn't in an email. It was in a text, and she posted this. Let's take a closer look. Here's some of her sheep believing the lies. Karen thanks Purple for clearing her name. Linda Marie, the wait is over. Here's some proof from Shorty that is a fake text. Here is Shorty's proof. Here's some more proof. Now, let's see how Purple did this. This is the fake text website. This is how Purple made the fake text from Kathy. Keep watching. You will see my quick conversation with Purple. Here it is. Purple, when are you going to just give it up? You are constantly getting caught in lies. You just make it so easy.
I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that, hang on a sec. Might have to look for it another time, but I'll have to look for it another time. There's too many messages. So, but Harper said the same thing on message in the chat. Yeah, Iris, I know. Thanks for that. But Harper said it too. And that was in her chat. So, I mean, obviously, if more than one person saying it, but yeah, I will look through all my all my stuff, text messages from her, and I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, funny.
I have no problem now speaking on this because if somebody wants to be a well, I was gonna, a total idiot, then that's their problem. We had been kind of discussing it in Discord. So she called me and wanted me to ask you that she would be willing to totally from scratch create a document to look like you had been in the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she said, hey, just let me know. I just need to know what she would be sick with so that I can pull up codes. I don't know what that, so that she could enter them in correctly to make it look like that's what you would have been in the hospital for. And I knew in that moment I felt like a complete idiot because I had just stuck up for her in Discord, thought I knew who she was, and in that moment, I knew she wasn't who I thought she was. And if this person was capable of doing that, what the hell else would she be capable of doing to someone she didn't like?
Just throw your hands way up in the air and wave them all around.
Everything she had ever shown up until that point, I then questioned, and she had also I don't remember if it was in a chat, on a live, in a Discord, that nobody better fuck with her because she knew how to take care of things. I think she's a little off her rocker